show. We invited you to be very aware as it is going to be a very interesting show. My name is Daisy Vasquez and I will be your presenter. Today we will present 3 sessions of your interest: cooking, news, entertainment. The first session is cooking. In this space I will show you how to prepare a delicious recipe for our Colombian diner here is. The second sections, I will share 3 news of international interest for you.
A CNN investigation has uncovered a pattern of alleged inappropriate behavior by legendary actor Morgan Freeman, both on set and at his production company, Revelations Entertainment. That's what his production company is called. Joining me now, CNN's Chloe Malas and Anne Fung. They broke the story. Chloe, tell me what you guys learned.
Good morning, Carol. So after a months-long investigation, 16 people agreed to share their stories with CNN. Several of them said that Freeman made constant comments about their bodies and clothing choices. 8 said that they were victims of harassment or inappropriate behavior. 2 of those 8 said that they were actually subjected to unwanted touching by Freeman. Now, something very telling is that only 2 of the people, Carol, that Ann and I spoke with were willing to use their names for fear of retribution and speaking out against someone as powerful as Morgan Freeman. Now, I want to share some of those stories that we were told, starting with one woman who was a production assistant on the movie Going in Style. She said that while filming in 2015, Freeman subjected her to unwanted touching of her lower back and comments about her figure on a near daily basis. In one incident, she says that Freeman kept trying to lift her skirt and asking if she was wearing underwear. She says that this incident took place allegedly in front of his co-star Alan Arkin, who told him to stop. He could not be reached for comment. CNN has also reached out to Morgan Freeman for comment multiple times, but we have not heard back.
It is terrible. Sorry. It can be very famous, but it's necessary to assert the right woman.
From New York City, let's bring you that breaking news, shall we? The president saying the meeting with North Korea's Kim will not happen. I'm pleased to say we can cross over to Washington, D.C. and catch up with Bill Ferries, the managing editor of our coverage on the State Department. Bill, walk us through what we've learned in the last couple of minutes.
Well, it's a stunning turnaround here. We just got a copy of a letter the White House sent to Kim Jong-un from President Trump, signed by him, saying that he had been very much looking forward to having these talks, but that the tone of the rhetoric in recent days had made it clear that having that historic summit was not going to be possible. He thanked Kim Jong-un for releasing 3 American detainees about a week or 2 weeks ago, signaled that he hopes that there can be some kind of a meeting in the future, but also made it clear, I have to read this, he says, you talk about your nuclear capabilities, but ours are so massive and powerful that I pray to God they will never have to be used. So a very quick shift in what has been rapid-fire diplomacy over the last couple months, ever since the president agreed to the North Korean invite to have this summit. Now it looks like the June 12th meeting in Singapore won't happen after all.
Hey, Bill, great to catch up with you. Marty Schenker joining us around the table here in New York City as well. Lisa Brambett's still with us. Marty, I don't know how stunned people should be, because there was a suggestion earlier this week that this might not happen.
Yeah, you know, it's a stunning turnaround, but not completely a surprise.
Yeah.
What was interesting in the last couple of days, Donald Trump said, we'll see, we'll see. Clearly, he had a pretty good idea this was not going to come off even a couple of days ago. What's interesting to me is what this says about China. The rhetoric was that he needed China to help make this happen. Now that need is gone, and now we have this trade issue.
Day, this president every day disappoints the country and the whole world.
Hey, Dustin Hawkinsmith here, back with some Preakness Stakes best bets. Looking at the question here, can Justify win a Triple Crown? It may be premature, it may not be. He looks like a really talented horse with all the tools to do it. Ran a really good race at the Kentucky Derby. A big favorite in the Preakness Stakes. You put an all-star team behind him between jockey Mike Smith and trainer Bob Baffert, who, oh, by the way, 4 for 4 with Kentucky Derby winners at the Preakness. I like Justify to get it done. I don't think that's a big deal. The field goes from 20 to 8 horses. To look back for a moment at the Derby, got off to a really good start, an ideal start, ran at the front of the pack, was pushed early, responded to that challenge, maintained a pretty cool, steady pace, and responded to another challenge down the home stretch. Nobody was running faster than him at the wire. It's worth mentioning that. I like him to win the Preakness. The bigger variable when you're talking about winning the Triple Crown, you take 3 weeks between the Preakness and the Belmont. It's a longer distance. You'll have run 3 races in about 6 weeks, so you add some fresher horses. You go from 1 mile and 3/16 at the Preakness to 1.5 miles at the Belmont. That is where a lot of Triple Crown contenders trip up. You'll see new, fresh horses that will push Justify, but I think this is a really talented horse with a shot to get it done. He will be the 13th Triple Crown winner, the first since 2015 in American Pharoah, who before that, it was 1978 before we had a Triple Crown winner. This is a rare accomplishment, but you have a pretty rare horse here who I believe wins the Preakness and has a good shot at winning the Triple Crown. I'm Dustin Hawkinsmith with your Preakness Stakes best bets.
Okay, I don't know about this topic. I have done heard anything, and that is why I don't give my opinion. Sorry. Let's continue with the third sessions, the entertain. The movies most interesting the moment for me. Let's go. Question and answer and debate with viewers. We rush me the best answer to put every job in context. We invite you to watch this beautiful movie. Okay, sadly, this show of Barrielis is over. I hope you'd like it. Bye.